If I was a man, I'd probably just give up. So this is a Facebook post. What does it say? Home garden DIY. Wait, what? Okay, first of all, I actually didn't see what Facebook group this was posted in. In all fairness, I didn't see this at all. So Pam Stone says, would you choose your husband again in another lifetime? And it says 9,000 likes, 9,000 comments, and 800 shares. Jenny Road says, no! And then some bitch replies and says, hell no! Asher Forrest absolutely destroys them and says, yikes. Nope, once is enough. I love someone with type 1 diabetes. Bro, you have a profile picture. What? What is it? What? Faith Warder says no. Anita Coder says no. Absolutely no. Hell no. Definitely no. Sandy Smits, you're 1 in a million apparently. That's crazy, man. Like there's some people in there that have sanity, but like god damn, there's a lot of fucking innuendo. Definitely no. No, same. Let's go, Queen. Sandy Smits, you're a winner. You're a fucking winner. Like, fuck. Look how many updates these have, man. Like, I have so many questions. Like, I have so many things to say. Like, is this a common thing? Or is it just like an isolated incident where a bunch of Karens on a gardening Facebook group have all gathered in one place? Like, there's no way, right? Like, this looks really, really bad on paper, but if you've polled a huge number of married women, what would, like, the consensus be actually like? I also want to know, like, the backgrounds of these women just saying no. Are they terminally online? Do they visit Facebook all the time? Are they on Reddit? Do they frequent Reddit? Do they have a dad? I'd want, like, all the polls, all the check marks. Why do they feel this way? Yeah. These are the people that watch The View? Yeah, and The View is very, very popular, unfortunately. Bunch of friggin' hags on that show. Like, I get that things change and people change, but, like, and sometimes, like, way down the line, the person you married isn't the same person in, like, 10 years or whatever. Like, I totally get that. I understand. People change. It can get worse. Right? But, like, because let's, like, pause for a minute and, like, clarify. The question doesn't say, would you choose your first husband again, or would you choose your ex again? It's like, would you choose your husband again in another lifetime? It's specifically worded to say, would you choose your current husband that you're married to at this very moment right now again? Like, you have to ask yourself, like, what kind of loathing is this? To get replaced by a doppelganger? What percentage are VTubers? 1,000,000. 1,000,000%. With a 1,000,000 margin of error. Like, I don't know, like, are the women saying no dissatisfied because their husbands changed over time? Like, are they dissatisfied because they feel like they could do better? Have better or hotter guys come around? Like, I don't know, man. Have they, like, been psyoped by Reddit into thinking that they're being oppressed? My oppression. Or, like, have all these women, every single woman here, except for Sandy, been actually genuinely being wronged, maybe cheated on, and they're just, like, not divorced yet? I need to know. Grass is always greener on the other side syndrome? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Boomer humor? I really want to know whose idea it was to post this in home garden and DIY, talking about your relationship problems. I can do better. Oh my god. My husband's fat and balding and he doesn't love me anymore. Like, I also want to point out that marriage is supposed to be this, like, forever thing. So you think everyone would put a bit more thought into consideration into it? Like, into this question, or, like, just in general? Like, I get it! Sometimes things just don't work out. Yeah, like, some people just, they get married and it doesn't work out. I get it. But all these responses have, like, I don't know, try and stay with me here. Like, I don't know. Like, they have this, like, internet clout, like, slay queen kind of energy. Like, it feels really forced. Like, it rubs me the wrong way. Because shouldn't you feel, like, sadness that you don't like the person you're married to anymore? Why are you posting about it? Like, are you just doing it for internet updates or likes? They look so proud about it? No, I don't know. I'm confused. Friggin' Sandy in here, like in a swath of just a bunch of people clout chasing, I guess. But even then, like, not every single person in this thread must be clout chasing, like, statistically speaking. Shouldn't it make you... Also, another thing, shouldn't it make you sad? Like, shouldn't it tear you up a little bit that you're, like, typing, like, no, I fucking hate my husband. Like, shouldn't you naturally feel reluctant to talk about it? Do we have no shame anymore? It makes you, like, emotional and chokes you up a bit to admit that, like, maybe you're not happy in your marriage. Like, this lady doesn't even look, like, young anymore. She's probably, like, in her 60s. What you think? Like, I don't know, man. Like, at first glance, like, this is a ha-ha, look at these Karens and hags and being bitches on social media. Like, we get it. Like, haha, very funny. But when you think about it, it's actually kind of concerning. Like, how did we get to a point where it's, like, where it's this easy to, like, emotionally detach to like hate your spouse this much? That's really sad to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's a Facebook gardening group. I've looked at, like, plant groups on Facebook, like, years and years ago, probably like 10 years ago. I wanted to get a plant and I didn't know how to take care of it, so I went on a group and I joined. And it's literally all about plants. I don't even understand. There's forums where dudes say the same about their wives, regardless, equally concerning. Yeah, that's true, but, like, I just don't see it as much. Maybe it's bias, I don't know. Divorce rates are insanely high overall since, like, the last 30 years, I want to say. I think divorce rates started skyrocketing back in, like, the 80s and 90s. Yeah, it's like, I can do better. I'm so much better. Blah, 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 blah. Freaking Sandy Smits. Absolute Giga Chan. Maybe y'all should be asking what's making these women say this instead of saying, wah, if I were a man, I'd give up, wah. But if the shoe was on the other foot, I would be fucking depressed too. Like, you find out your freaking, your wife or your husband's shit-talking you? I don't know, man. We have given up, and myself, at 33 years of age, have given up before she's living in a world. Is that not worth even? Women make it even worse? I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe that. There's a lot of people that fucking don't find their true love until they're like 40. I've heard about that too. I have. It took a long time for my brother to find the love of his life. Yeah, and like having a kid. It took a while. I understand none of this. I adore my husband. If I go back with him, meet him at 17, 18 instead of 23 and spend an extra 5 years with him, I would. Aw, that's sweet. Or are you posting demoralization propaganda? I mean, this is demoralizing. What if you're a guy and you joined the home garden and DIY thing and you saw this? This isn't even like a woman's page, by the way. This is not. I would point this out too. I'd be like, why the fuck why are all these people like talking about choosing your husband again in another lifetime when I'm literally in a page that's talking about DIY shit. Super cringe. I was scrolling on Facebook and saw it and was shocked. I don't think this is propaganda, man. This person just posted what they wanted to post. I don't think it's that deep. Shout out to Sandy Smith, the only based one there. Funny. This is a good one. Not the black pill, but folks have gotten divorced once in their 60s, finding out there was a cheating on them and their kids weren't theirs. Yeah, absolutely. I've heard that too. I've also heard the opposite of people who are in their 70s and they find out their kid isn't actually theirs, but then they love their kid no matter what because they raised them for so long. I think there's strength in that too. Yeah. Scared of interacting with women without someone there to witness? I think that's also a mental illness. I'm sorry. I don't think you should get that scared. I'm scared of interacting with people all the time. I understand how you feel, but you shouldn't give up hope like that either. There are good women out there. It's the same reason why, even though I have really terrible social anxiety and I hate interacting with people, I still go out and do it, even if it makes you extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, like you can't just give up. I'm sorry. I don't want you to be a complete doomer and be like, no, I don't want to talk to women. You find someone. I believe in you. Strong woman. Yeah, you can. I already gave up. You're so mean to yourself. You can't. Ugh. What the hell is this? Quote retweet. Truly don't understand this trend of women disliking their husbands. My husband is my best friend and I would choose him in literally every lifetime. Aww, is that VTuber? Aw, that's a nice VTuber right there. Yeah, I don't understand it. I know there's like this is kind of like, I don't know. This is kind of what I was implying. And to be like completely honest, I think, I don't know. It makes me sad because it's like people on the internet obviously have a bias for like looking at doomer stuff, and I totally get it. But at the same time, you have to understand that what you're being shown is like obviously probably going to be biased. It's easier to feel sad than be happy. Yeah. Telling someone just stop being depressed when there's like a million things telling you that it's over and you're dooming, like it's a bit tough. It is. You have to wonder how many of the no's are shitty wives and how many rush into marriage with a shitty husband because they've got the judgment of a fucking lemming. That's also true. Yeah. I've seen it, man. I have seen some incompatible ass people in the world. Like neighbors or like people who I worked with that talked about their husbands or their wives, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? You're an idiot. Like, you're so incompatible. Again, I think like the best case scenario, it's like, it's depressing to think that maybe we've degraded as a society to the point that this sentiment is like common among women, and I don't think that's really the case. I think it's much more likely and easy to like explain that these are probably stupid women, stupid girls with stupid husbands that have terrible relationships and nothing in common. And they rushed and got married because they're morons. Like, I like this explanation the most. Rather than being like, oh, all women bad, all men are bad. Yeah, like, people are fucking dumb. Have you gone out? Like, have you gone outside and driven your car? There's a lot of fucking idiots on the road. That's how I perceive it sometimes. I'm like, God damn, like, you drive like a fucking moron. How the fuck do you put on your pants in the morning? And I'm like, this person has a job, and they probably have the same problem. Yeah. I think this post is actually very realistic. 26-year-old. That's actually pretty wise. Wise statement. Online women's groups are an absolute cancer in society. Unhappy, spiteful women doing everything they can to drag others down to join them in their misery. And you want to know the worst part? This isn't a woman's group. Men join home garden and DIY too. It's just like, it's probably a vast majority women, like a majority. But at the same time, this isn't even exclusively an online women's group. Yeah, like this isn't like a all female, like I don't know, like dealing with my mental illness or like I'm a cancer survivor, breast cancer survivor or something. Yeah, this is like for everyone. They don't bar men from it at all. They just want tips on how to grow peppers? Yeah, dude. This is fucking sad. My roses won't bloom, please help. I have done that before. My plant was dying and I wasn't sure why, and I went on a fucking Facebook group like 10 years ago and I was like, guys, how do I fix my plant? I have done that. I will not be ashamed to admit that. And I think if I saw this, I'd be like, what the fuck? What does this got to do with anything? I would love to find the original post. I would. I just want to read the comments. Yeah. Man-hating female gardeners of Facebook United. Did you fix your plant, though? I did. I did fix it. It wasn't getting enough sunlight because it was winter time, that's why. It was a finicky plant. That's what I found out. What is this? Oh, I already pasted it. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is pretty fucking true, too. Yeah, it's a crabs in a bucket moment too. Like we've talked about this phenomenon like a few times for the crabs in a bucket syndrome. Like there's no greater enemy of women than other spiteful women. I've seen this about art. I've seen this about game devs. I've seen this about women just talking about and giving advice to other women. Yeah, crabs in a bucket. There's also like a very toxic trait among some women that has like unfortunately been insanely turbo amplified by the internet and social media. Where these like women who are incredibly like I'm talking like beyond miserable, unhappy, lonely, and they're super regretful, and they hate their life, and they hate their choices that they made in their life, and like their only recourse to make themselves feel better is to try and drag other women down to be as miserable as they are. Like again, crabs in a bucket. And you see it all the time, and it's rampant on Reddit too, and that's where the echo chamber also happens. You get a bunch of updudes, you're like, yeah, I'm miserable too, I fucking hate my man. People just create problems for themselves and project them onto others. Yeah, but the problem is that all these people want to feel validated instead of being like, it's the same syndrome of like, if you make a post and say like, oh, I fucking hate my husband, and then like a bunch of people agree with you, but then another person offers you advice and be like, you should go to couples therapy. You'll guarantee you 9 times out of 10 it'll get deleted or it's gonna get downvoted into oblivion, because that's not what people want to hear. They want to perpetuate this like cringe, like putrid ass ball of like hate. Yeah, and then you also get up, dude, so the dopamine also gets a feedback loop from that. You see it all the time. Again, like, and again, this actually segues to a really good post that I found. Yeah. It was this post, actually. It's quite interesting. LLM that keeps telling people to break up because it's trained on relationship advice subreddits. That's insane. First breakup in the friend group caused by one partner having a language model psychosis. What? Are you serious? By the way, you can say it's fake. It's not. If you go and talk to ChatGPT, man or woman, you will get told that you need to break up with your spouse at like the slightest inconvenience. I'm not even joking. But let's read this post. 50% of all relationship advice on Reddit is leave. 15 years of data, 52 million comments. That's a lot of comments. And the trend line only goes in one direction. A researcher filtered r/relationship advice down to 1,166,592 quality comments. I had the fucking calculated dyslexia, whatever the fuck, and tracked what people actually recommended. In 2010, end relationships at around about 30%. By 2025, it's approaching 50%. Oh. Communicate dropped from 22% to 14%. Compromise collapsed from 7% to 3%. Give space fell from 25% to 13%. Every category that requires patience lost ground every single year. You want to know what I want to know? What like couples therapy or counseling, like the number for that is? Yeah. The one category growing faster than leave is seek therapy. Oh, which went from 1% to 6%. Interesting. This subreddit is slowly learning to say this is above my pay grade. That's actually a good sign. Low-key. Telling someone, please don't fucking, like, don't put this on me. Go fucking seek a therapist. Or, like, I don't know. Go pay someone to fucking talk to you about this. This is above my pay grade. Train a model on this data set and it would absolutely tell people to break up. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. The training data is 50% leave and climbing. The model wouldn't be broken. It would be accurately reflecting what 52 million comments actually believe about your relationship. A 50% prior that you should leave, a 14% prior that you should talk about it, and 6% prior that you need a professional. That's not LLM psychosis. That's a median human opinion on your relationship backed by the largest advice data set ever assembled. Well, it's an echo chamber. It's literally an echo chamber. Again, this is alarming, but I would also stress that you need to take this with a grain of salt. Like, we have to remember that this is Reddit. Reddit is a shithole echo chamber. It has been getting more and more politically captured every single year. I think, like, the just leave sentiment growing at this rate is more of a result of increased political division, which results in bans and, like, more echo chamber mentality. Like, you can literally see it. It's an upward trending graph. It's insane. You can literally if you look at the graph, you can correlate big swings with election years. Oh my god. Wait! Oh my god, it is! Look! Look, you can see it! You can look at it and you can see it! 2016, boom! Oh my fucking god, that's insane! Yeah, this, like, after elections, there's a massive boost. Holy shit. Look at that, 2016, boom! And then it crashes back down, and then it's like, boom, again. You can literally correlate it, but, like, again, the original point I was making, before I got distracted, the reason that this is, like, a good segue from the last post is because, like, these swamp hags and Karens love to utilize sites like Reddit to try and convince, like, normal, well-adjusted women that actually they're oppressed and actually men are just trash and actually men have no redeeming qualities, that they're just animals and that you're better off alone, because they're like miserable, lonely hags, and the only thing they want is to never see any successful, happy women. I see it all the time. Back when I used TikTok every once in a while, I would see like posts about women baking or cooking, and I thought it was cool because it's like you're making your own food. I thought that was nice. It's a lot of effort. And it's these stay-at-home wives that like fucking farm stuff off of posting TikToks and shorts. And a lot of the comments were like, "Oh my god, I bet you're cooking for this husband, and like you're just a baby maker." And it's like, oh, what? What's wrong with that? Like, if she wants to do that, that's great. Like, what are we talking about here? Why is that a bad thing? Like, what are we doing? If she wants to do that, that's well within her right. Yeah, like, oh no, this person loves to bake and make food for herself and her partner. Get her. Like, what? It's prejudice? I just think it's like this syndrome of like, I don't want to be happy. When a guy, I've noticed this, even with my chat, if they see someone happy, they usually just either turn off or don't like, they'll leave the stream, or they won't say anything, or they're just like leave. They don't really say oh my god, I hate this. This needs to stop. They'll just stop watching it. I get it. Like, if you look at someone being happy, it does make you sad. Yeah, it does. I think that's a perfectly normal response. But like, I think with girls, it's on another level where they feel like they need to fucking put other people down. It's definitely like a thing that men will quietly seethe on the inside, whereas women will post online and be like, oh my god, I fucking hate my boyfriend, blah. Like, it's definitely a bias. Like, not a bias, that's definitely like a correlative thing, and I do think that men overall also use social media far less than women. That's another thing. It's why you look at the trad wife TikToks or something, and it's all just a bunch of salty women saying she's a slave and she's oppressed. It's like the actual like mortal enemy of these spiteful hags is not actually men that they hate. It's these happy women. It always has been. It's group mean girl thinking. I wish we could just go back to like do whatever the fuck you want. And it's weird because these women also push for like, oh, I get to do whatever I want. Men don't get to do what I want. They don't get to tell me what I want to do. But then when a woman wants to do the thing that they don't like, that suddenly it's a problem. It's just fucking stupid. Men generally just don't make TikToks and like posts and go on social media. If I see another guy's happy, I'll make a small home, let's go to congratulate, move on with my life. Or you block them, or you just, I don't know, mute their account or something. I don't know. I think it's generally just a gender difference of how you deal with it. Women are the yappers, men are the seething on the inside. I don't care. Yeah, or you don't care. Like,